The Young and the Restless spoilers Saturdays full December 28, 2024 unraveling the shadows, Connor's struggle, Ian Ward's influence, and the turmoil of the winter's legacy in the ever-turbulent lives of Genoa City's residents. Drama continues to escalate as the young and impressionable Connor finds himself battling an increasingly severe health crisis. Amidst the chaos, tensions rise within the Winters family as Abby delivers stern warnings about the inclusion of questionable characters into their close-knit circle. These intertwined threads of personal struggles, family loyalty, and the specter of outside influences weave a compelling narrative that keeps everyone on edge. Connor's health crisis and Ian Ward's sinister shadow. Connor's worsening health has become a focal point of concern, leaving his family desperate for answers. The young boy's obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, already a fragile element of his well-being, has taken a sharp turn for the worse. While medical professionals suggest that psychological pressure exacerbates the condition, a darker theory looms large. Could Ian Ward, with his infamous history of manipulation, have played a role in Connor's decline? Rumors have begun circulating that Connor and Ian may have crossed paths in an encounter that left a lasting impact. Ian Ward, a master of psychological games and provocations, could have planted seeds of self-doubt and fear in Connor's mind. His history as a cult leader and manipulator speaks volumes of his ability to exploit vulnerability, and Connor's young age makes him an easy target. If true, this revelation would not only explain the escalation of Connor's OCD symptoms but also deepen the urgency to protect him from further harm. Connor's condition is anything but predictable. His OCD manifests in ways that are increasingly challenging to manage, and stress only amplifies its grip on him. The family is caught in a delicate balancing act, trying to shield Connor from undue pressure while also pursuing answers that may hold the key to his recovery. The specter of Ian Ward has become an unwelcome shadow in their lives, complicating an already fraught situation. Abby's stand, protecting the Winters legacy while Connor's health crisis dominates one front, the Winters family faces its own battle on another. Abby, ever the protective figure, has raised concerns about Devon's growing interest in Amy and Audra. In Abby's eyes, these individuals represent opportunism and chaos, qualities she believes have no place in the Winters family. Abby's vision for the Winters legacy is clear. To her, Devon, Lily, and herself form the foundation of what the family needs to thrive. She views their unity as the cornerstone of stability, rejecting the notion that Amy and Audra could ever truly integrate into their circle. Abby's warning to Devon is both candid and forceful: they don't belong with us. They'll only disrupt what we've built. Her concerns extend beyond the immediate family. Abby has also dismissed Nate's involvement, pointing out his apparent prioritization of personal happiness over family loyalty. While Nate has previously demonstrated ambition, his recent actions suggest a detachment from the core values Abby holds dear. She doesn't mince words when suggesting that it might be time to cut Nate loose entirely, allowing the Winters family to focus on those who are genuinely invested in its future. Devon's dilemma. Caught in the middle of these competing dynamics, Devon faces a difficult choice. His affection for Abby and respect for her perspective clash with his innate desire to see the best in people. While he recognizes the validity of Abby's concerns, his interactions with Amy and Audra have revealed shades of complexity that make the decision less straightforward. Devon's role as a mediator between differing viewpoints within the family is becoming increasingly strained, and the weight of his decisions could shape the Winters family's trajectory for years to come. The underlying tensions beneath these intertwined conflicts lies a shared theme of vulnerability and trust. Connor's health crisis is a stark reminder of how fragile stability can be, while the tensions within the Winters family highlight the delicate balance between inclusion and exclusion. Both narratives are bound by the question of influence, whether it's Ian Ward's manipulative touch on Connor's psyche or the potential disruptive force of Amy and Audra within the Winters circle. The stakes are high, and the outcomes are uncertain. As Genoa City braces for what lies ahead, the residents must confront the shadows of their past, the pressures of their present, and the choices that will define their futures. The threads of these stories may be disparate, but their resolution is bound by a shared hope for healing, loyalty, and resilience. This article delves into the intricate dynamics at play, presenting a vivid and engaging picture of the challenges facing Connor and the Winters family. If you'd like any adjustments or further expansions, let me know. The Battle of Legacy, Love, Power, and Redemption in Genoa City. In Genoa City, the tension between the Abbotts and the Newmans is reaching new heights as the personal lives of their families become entangled in a web of love, power, and past grievances. Jack Abbott, ever the optimist yet painfully aware of the storm brewing, foresees a turbulent road ahead for his son Kyle and Claire Newman, whose budding relationship is under siege. Meanwhile, Adam Newman's return to Chelsea and his renewed focus on Connor's well-being sets the stage for a dramatic family reckoning. Jack's fears for Kyle and Claire. Jack Abbott has always wanted happiness for his son, Kyle, but as he watches Kyle and Claire grow closer, he sees the writing on the wall. Their love faces insurmountable challenges. The tension between the Abbotts and the Newmans is no secret, and the idea of a union between the two families seems more like a battlefield than a love story. Jack recognizes the strength in Kyle's feelings for Claire, but he also knows that the Newman family, particularly Victor, will stop at nothing to control every aspect of their legacy. Claire, a woman of grace and intellect, has spent her life under Victor's thumb, constantly weighed down by his expectations and relentless interference. She is caught in a stranglehold of loyalty to her family and her desire to live a life of her choosing, one that increasingly includes Kyle. Victor's vendetta and the shadows of the past. Victor Newman's disdain for the Abbotts is legendary, but his opposition to Kyle and Claire's relationship seems almost personal. To Victor, the idea of any Abbott being connected to his family is unthinkable. He views the Abbotts as rivals, adversaries who cannot be trusted, and his paranoia has been fueled by an unfounded suspicion. He believes Jack Abbott once had an affair with his wife, Nikki Newman. This belief, though baseless, has become an obsession for Victor. Jack, for his part, has vehemently denied these allegations, dismissing them as another example of Victor's insecurities and manipulative tendencies. But Victor's grudge blinds him to reason. For him, controlling Claire's choices is not just about protecting the Newman legacy, it's about settling an imaginary score with Jack. Claire's struggle for independence. Claire Newman, while outwardly composed, is battling immense internal pressure. Raised in a world where power and influence dictate every decision, she has rarely been allowed to make choices for herself. Her relationship with Kyle offers her a glimpse of freedom and love untainted by corporate gamesmanship, but the weight of her family's expectations is suffocating. Victor's constant meddling leaves her questioning whether her feelings for Kyle are worth the inevitable fallout. The Newman patriarch's dominance looms over every aspect of her life, making her feel like a pawn in a game she never chose to play. Despite her strength, Claire knows that standing up to Victor will come at a significant cost. Adam's redemption and the fight for Connor. In a parallel narrative, Adam Newman is embarking on a journey of redemption. His return to Chelsea marks a pivotal moment in his life, as he seeks to reconcile past mistakes and focus on being a better father to Connor. For years, Adam's life has been marred by conflict and poor decisions, many of which have strained his relationship with Chelsea and left Connor vulnerable to the chaos of their family's legacy. Now, Adam is determined to provide stability for his son. He recognizes the impact of his absence on Connor and refuses to let his boy fall victim to the same cycle of dysfunction that has plagued the Newmans for generations. Adam's reunion with Chelsea is not without its challenges. They have a complicated history that cannot be ignored, but their shared love for Connor provides a foundation for healing. The clash of legacies. The narratives of Kyle and Claire, and Adam and Connor, intertwine to form a broader picture of family legacies at war. The Abbotts and the Newmans, long-standing adversaries, are not merely battling for corporate supremacy but for control over the lives of their loved ones. Jack's warnings to Kyle, Victor's overbearing dominance of Claire, and Adam's fight to break free from his family's shadow highlight a central theme: the struggle for agency and identity amidst the weight of familial expectations. Jack, though deeply concerned for Kyle, knows better than to forbid love. His approach is one of quiet support, offering guidance without interference. Victor, on the other hand, embodies the opposite extreme. His relentless control over Claire threatens to drive her further away. Adam stands somewhere in between, learning from his mistakes and striving to be a more compassionate parent. The path forward. As the dust settles on this chapter, one thing is clear: the road ahead will be fraught with challenges. Kyle and Claire must decide if their love is strong enough to withstand the immense pressure from their families. Claire, in particular, faces a pivotal choice: to live under Victor's rule or to carve out her own path, even if it means breaking away from the Newman name. Meanwhile, Adam's journey toward redemption offers a glimmer of hope. By focusing on Connor and his relationship with Chelsea, he seeks to rewrite his narrative and provide a better future for his son. In doing so, Adam may not only heal his fractured family but also set an example for others in Genoa City grappling with their own struggles. This evolving drama, filled with love, power, and the fight for independence, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As Genoa City watches these stories unfold, one thing is certain: the battle for identity and legacy will continue to shape the lives of its residents in unexpected and profound ways.